Jeremy Clarkson, the presenter of Top Gear. The statement reads as follows: "It is with great regret that I have told Jeremy Clarkson today that the BBC will not be renewing his contract."
Top Gear wasn't just a car show, it was a global phenomenon. Launched by the BBC in the early 2000s, it became known for outrageous stunts, crazy challenges, and unforgettable chemistry between Jeremy Clarkson, Richard Hammond, and James May.
It's interesting. I lost the first 3 sets, then I had 1 bottle of Hawkston, and I won. So if I have 6 more bottles, I'll win the whole tournament.
At its height, Top Gear drew over 350 million viewers worldwide, including here in South Africa, where it aired on SABC3. But behind the laughter and explosions, tensions were brewing. In 2015, everything changed.
Punch a producer. They pulled the show.
Well, I know a little bit about that. So we had a Velociraptor Raptor truck that we were up in Canada with these guys. So this has been back in into 2014, and so like I'm working with the producers, and they're like, you know, when you're around the talent, you know, don't talk to them. Don't spend time around them. I'm like, I'm around famous people more than these guys. These guys are a lot more famous. I mean, I don't care that they're a big deal. So anyway, so the producers kind of being a dick. And so we show up with these guys, and then we're like, provide the vehicle, and they're going to go cross country through Canada and through the mountains and do all this crazy shit. And then they're going to go up on the mountain. They're going to rescue Richard Hammond, who's at the top of the mountain. He's got one of these Breitling watches where you pull out the little cord, and it tells the satellite that you're stranded. So it gives your coordinates to get rescued. Anyway, so now the producers are saying, well, you know, you can't go up on the mountain while they're filming. I'm like, okay, but listen to this. I'm going to go watch football. It's the playoffs. I'm going to go watch football. And if something breaks and you need us to help you, we're not coming. They're like, oh, then they change their tune, like, okay, well, come with us. And finally, it all turns out fine. Well, that producer, I won't say his name, but that producer that was being a massive dick, and maybe he was just doing his job, like 2 weeks later, they're somewhere else in there in England, and Jeremy gets a little bit of a temper, and these guys work long hours, and maybe they hadn't eaten, and the producer guy was fucking with him, and Jeremy fucking whacked the guy. And I'm like, I wanted to fucking punch that guy a couple of times too.
Jeremy Clarkson was accused of assaulting a BBC producer after a heated argument. The scandal shocked fans. The BBC decided not to renew his contract. Almost immediately, Hammond and May left too. The golden trio was gone. The BBC tried to continue Top Gear with new presenters: Chris Evans, Matt LeBlanc, and later Paddy McGuinness and Freddie Flintoff. But ratings collapsed. Audiences simply couldn't accept a Top Gear without Clarkson, Hammond, and May. In 2023, after Freddie Flintoff suffered a serious crash,
Freddie Flintoff has been in a crash.
It's so vivid. His injuries are life-altering. This is what I'm left with. Months. One of the real frustrations was the speculation. That's why I'm doing this now. What actually happened?
Should I call you Freddie or Andrew?
I was this shy kid growing up. They started calling me Fred. And then I found this alter ego.
One half was a solid man, and the other half was a child.
No one had as much talent as Freddie.
He was incredible.
He gave us these images, which are ingrained in our sporting psyche.
There was just something about him that was different.
Meanwhile, the original trio found new success with the Grand Tour on Amazon. For millions of fans, the magic of Top Gear is gone forever.
How did you get the gig?
I got a phone call from my then agent because I was doing car shows on Granada Men and Motors, if you remember.
You were, yeah.
Intellectually driven, high-end production.
High-end.
Yeah. And I got a call from my agent, and she said, Rich, you've got an audition, they're relaunching Top Gear. You won't get it, but you should go along anyway because it'd be good to meet them. So I drove along, lived in Cheltenham at the time, so I thought, I need a 4-seater. So I chopped in my little Fiat Barchetta for an absolutely ruined, ratty old left-hand drive 1982, I think it was, 911 SC, which I just adored. It leaked. It was permanently on the point of exploding and ruining me. I loved it. So I arrived in my left. So as soon as I arrived in that, they thought, hello, this is real. And I did my audition with Jeremy, and I met Richard Porter, you know, and Andy Willman, a lot of people who are still with us, and thought, I remember when it came time to leave, I said, right, I've got to go now. I've got to go back to the NAM, Cheltenham. And Jeremy and Willem, they've always said that's why I got the job, just because I lived in Cheltenham and I called it the NAM. So they gave me the gig.
Content to a high-profile physical altercation, it wasn't just the show's antics on screen that made headlines. Its off-screen drama was equally notorious. If you want more deep dives into the rise and fall of global shows, scandals, and crime stories, subscribe to Crime Lens International. The truth always comes out.